Good morning.
Hello.
I've got Lisa Williams here, and we are going to talk about the upcoming 2018 Lilydale summer season highlights.
It's exciting.
It is exciting. Lisa knows this inside and out, so it's perfect.
I do, and I'm putting it all on Lilydale's Facebook now.
Yes, she's making sure we're all set with it. The Lilydale Blog Talk Radio is about to start. And it is raining in Lilydale. We got a lot of rain last night, and so I think the gardens are happy. But I'm in the midst of trying to paint my house, so I'm like,
I know. I was like that. I was listening to the rain, going, "No, go away! I want to ride my motorcycle."
Oh, there we go. It can rain at night and then be nice.
Yeah, I know. That's exactly what it. That's exactly what I want. So yeah. All right, let's.
I don't mind if it does that.
The show will go live
here we
in
go.
5 seconds.
It's exciting. Yes, it is.
3, 2, 1. Log Vault Radio.
Welcome to Lilydale Radio, featuring topics about spiritualism, mediumship, healing, spirituality, and the Lilydale Assembly, the world's largest center for the religion, philosophy, and science of spiritualism. This is Lilydale Radio.
Good morning. Welcome to Wednesdays with Willa. I am your host, Willa White. I'm a registered medium here in Lilydale, and you are listening to Lilydale Radio. And I have as my guest today, Lisa Williams. Thanks for being on the show today, Lisa.
Of course, my pleasure. I love it.
And we're going to be talking about the 2018 summer season highlights here in Lilydale. And before we get started with that, I just want to let you know the two different ways to tune into the Wednesdays with Willa show are through my Facebook page, which is Willa White Medium, or through blogtalkradio.com/Lilydale Radio. And that's a listen-only feature one. So there are 3 other radio shows, but soon we will be going on hiatus because we are busy. Really busy. In the summer. And when we get to talking about some of the great things coming on board this summer, you'll understand why we go on hiatus until September. So,
oh my gosh, yes.
Absolutely. If anybody wants to call in to talk about Lilydale or ask questions about Lilydale or the workshops or want to know anything about that, call in. The number is 818-739-8818. Again, 818-739-8818. And so for those of you who don't know who Lisa Williams is, by any chance, it has escaped your attention. It does mine because I don't pay attention to much in the external world, I must say.
No, exactly.
But she is an international medium, and she's in the last few years moved to Lilydale and really started to be very involved in our community. And she is now the vice president of the Lilydale Assembly Board of Directors.
I know.
She has done a lot with the program committee getting this summer season workshops lined up and organized for everyone. So thanks for doing that.
Oh,
thanks for all you do.
Well, I can't take all the credit. There was a whole committee of us. And myself and Sharon Klingler. Sharon Klingler and I work very hard on this. She's the one that helps organise it. We kind of organise it together. I help out with the season highlights, and then she does all the copying, and then I create this wonderful brochure.
That's what it looks like this year.
So I create it, put it all together, which would change the format a little bit. We're in a trial process, and it will probably change a lot more next year because obviously we're trying to get an amalgamation between 2 sides of the brochure. But yeah, I'm quite heavily involved. I did the website too.
She's very techy. She's the one that taught me how to do my radio show. How to do all the tech things about it. And so thank you very much for that.
Oh my gosh, you're welcome. I think I love technology. It grounds me because full well we live in the woo-woo world. We live, we're very, very sort of like our energy is highly going anyway. So something has to ground me. I'm
Absolutely.
sure your kids ground you
They
and
do.
life
They do.
grounds you, but I have to. My techie grounds me.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's
Well,
what grounds me.
I learned that early on when I was first starting to develop as a medium, that I needed that.
Yeah.
And, whether it was with numbers or words or how it needed to come together, so that I wasn't always in that world.
Exactly.
You need to keep one foot here and one foot there.
A little bit of balance.
Absolutely.
Yes.
So what we have coming up are a lot of great things. Last week I had Patricia Bell on, and we talked about the Tibetan Buddhist monks and some of the events that they're doing opening weekend of Lilydale. So the season starts on Friday, June 29th, and it runs until Sunday, September 2nd. So typically it's a 9 or 10 week season. It starts the last Friday of June and runs until the day before Labor Day. Just for those who are wanting to put things on their calendar for next year.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely.
So we have the monks that start us off, and we have our silver tea.
Well, we've also got a butterfly release this year.
Yeah,
so
that's
this
true.
is the opening day celebrations. We always have obviously the raising of the flag. So Neil Zepkowski, who you've had on your show,
Yes, just a few weeks ago.
yeah, he's obviously doing his opening, and then we have the butterfly release, which is going to be lovely because obviously the environmental committee have taken over the butterfly garden, which is just gorgeous. If you ever have chance to go to the butterfly garden, it's beautiful. And so they're releasing these butterflies, and you can buy one for $10 in honor of your loved ones, and then they're just releasing the butterflies. And then obviously it all starts, obviously the stump starts and all the outdoor services, and then the silver tea. So yeah, and the monks, I mean, we're so blessed to have the monks that come back, honestly, and it just, for me, I just think it just helps the whole vibration of Lilydale.
And I know typically we have 3 years on, 1 year off, and kind of mix it up sometimes.
Yeah, definitely. I think it's good
fun.
too. But
Absolutely.
the monks for me, and I won't be here for the opening because they're sending me, Lilydale's sending me to the World Congress of Spiritualists.
Oh, gotta go.
So I have to go there. So I'm missing the opening of Lilydale, which is actually really sad because I'm going to be missing the monks. So please take lots of photos if you're coming. Put them on Facebook. It's such a delight to actually have the monks here. It's amazing.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. It's great that they do that.
Yeah. So I'm excited about that. I know, and then we kick off, and then it all just starts. You know, we've got 230 workshops.
Yikes.
Can you believe it? 230 workshops.
I often tell people there's something to do every minute of the day.
There is.
Between the daily events, the weekly events, and the workshops, and just trying to take in the piece of Lilydale that's here, the lake, the woods, whatever, just sitting on a bench. There's a lot to do.
There's a lot to do.
Between the healing services, the message services, the afternoon. It's like mind-boggling.
Yeah. Well, when I first came to Lilydale, it was a new concept to me. I had never really embraced Lilydale, never really heard of Lilydale. And then I was looking out my bedroom window in the assembly hall where I was staying, and I saw little groups of people walking around in packs of people.
Yes.
And I was like, where are they all going? And then it went quiet, and then they would appear again, and then they would go somewhere else, and then it would go quiet, and I'm like, where are they all going? Yeah. Because obviously, being a speaker, I was just in and out my first time, and I didn't really have time to actually embrace it.
Yes.
And so I was like, I would want to stay here a little bit longer. So then I was like, then I became part of the crowd. Yes. I became part of the pack, going to this place and going to that place. But and it's amazing. There is something that you can do every single day.
Very much so.
And my daughter goes with me. You know, she comes to the stump with me. She goes up to Forest Temple. Sometimes she said, I shouldn't do, but I just want to sit at the back of the stump and see it, feel the energy. I mean, that was now she's 15, but she just wanted to do that. Yes. It's amazing. It is beautiful here. It really is. It's stunning. It
is. And Lilydale is at its height certainly in the summer because everything becomes green and lush, and there are flowers, and people have freshened up their houses. And the winter drab has gone away.
Yeah,
so it's really a wonderful time. Although we do have people that love to visit in the off season, but we have 3 restaurants.
Yeah, so we have obviously the Pagoda, so obviously that's Monica's, and then we have the Sunflower Cafe, we have Lucy's. We're also doing Spirit Cafe this year as well, so in the evenings on a Friday and Saturday night, someone can go and get a late night burger, or they can go and get, a cup of coffee if they're visiting the stump, because a lot of people visit the stump at night, as we all know. Let's go and see what we can find. So we do a lot of we're doing a lot of that. So there are places to eat as well.
And the Lilydale hotels will be open. I know
Yeah.
they've been already taking bookings. They're probably getting pretty full.
Well, I actually was responsible for doing a lot of those bookings, and the first week we opened for the hotel reservations, we were jam-packed. We had over 300 reservations on the first day. I know, because we went live with it online.
Yeah.
And I must say, the first week is pretty full.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Pretty full.
And there are guest houses here in Lilydale. If you want to stay on the grounds, it's a wonderful way to go.
I think we've got 8 now.
Is it 8 now?
Yeah, I think we had 6.
And you can look at the
8.
website
Yeah.
and you'll see the whole listing of that.
Yeah.
And so there are lots of things to do, eat, whatnot.
Oh, actually, there's 8. I think we've got 9, 10. I think we've got 10
now. Yes, they've just come on board. So the following week is the Spiritist Week, and I'll be talking with Tom Kratzley when he's here in 2 weeks. So you'll get the full picture about Spiritism versus Spiritualism, know the similarities and the differences then. And then we have some
Colin
other
Bates.
folks.
Yeah, so we have Colin Bates, who is an English teacher. He comes from the Arthur Findlay College, which is part
He's
of...
not actually a teacher of English.
No, he's not. Sorry, I shouldn't say that. Yeah, you're right. No, you're
My
absolutely
father
right.
is an English professor.
Oh, well, there you go.
That's
It's in your mind.
Yeah.
So he actually teaches at the Arthur Findlay College, which is part of the National Spiritualist Union of Great Britain. And phenomenal teacher. He's one of the top teachers over there. So we're very lucky to have him. And then, so he's actually, I think he's doing an evening, and he's also doing a workshop as well. So he is really, really worth going. If someone is looking to develop their mediumship, he is really worth going to see. He's very funny. You know, he's a great guy. He's very easygoing, very relaxed. And I find that a lot of the teachers that we have here are very easy and relaxed. And I think it's beautiful to realise that you... some people come here and they're like, oh, I don't know, I don't want to be part of that. I'm like, no, come on, because everyone has to start somewhere. Yeah. And just jump in and do it. And honestly, Colin Bates is a fantastic teacher. He really is.
Wonderful.
And then we go on to, we have some of the historians of Alcoholics Anonymous coming. And they are doing mysticism, spiritualism, and the AA founders. And I've been quite actively involved in this, because I went to Stepping Stones with Jay Stinnett, who is one of the historians. And I didn't realise, but Bill Wilson used to automatic write. Mm-hmm. And he basically channeled that whole 12 steps, the 12-step program, the big book and everything. And I had the absolute blessed pleasure of channeling Bill. And he had a seance room. Yeah. He had an absolute seance room where they used to do table tipping. Him and Lois used to do table... I mean, can you believe this?
Yes.
It's crazy.
This is the unknown.
On the unknown. So they're actually coming that weekend to discuss this. It's actually been it's actually been really, really good, because with this, it's a totally different approach. And it's really interesting to see the whole approach and to actually understand where they're coming from. And Dr. Bob wasn't so into the psychic world or the mediumship world, but definitely Bill Wilson was very active in it. And so, they're going to explore that. They're going to bring some stuff, and I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that they actually bring some of their automatic writing. Because when I went down into the archives, I had to put on the white gloves and look, and it was just incredible. It really was. Some of the stuff. Wow. So I'm excited about that. And then we have Barry Goldstein. So he is... have you met Barry?
I have not met
Have
Barry.
you not met Barry?
I'll have to meet Barry.
Wow. So I was recently at an event where Barry was playing. And I walked in and everyone was just sitting there in this world. And he is a Grammy... I don't know whether he's a Grammy nominating or he won a Grammy. But he actually does all spiritual music. He travels with Joe Dispenza, Dr. Joe Dispenza. He's one of the only people I use for all my meditations. And he's going to do a concert.
Nice.
Which is wonderful. And it's not all... meditation music. He actually has albums, and he's very, very good, lovely guy. Again, Patricia Bell knows him very well. Mm-hmm. And then he's going to do a workshop in how we connect with our heart through music. So that's going to be something really different. And we're trying to have a diversity this year, so which will be good. And then we go, so that's all in July, and then we've got two others. We have the Science of Things Spiritual, which the Science of Things Spiritual is, it's a whole day program where we really sort of explore the philosophy and the science behind spirituality, spiritualism. So there's a lot of professors that are coming from all over Rochester, all over, that Susan Barnes has actually put together, and she does this every year with Sharon Taggart. And they explore absolutely everything.
Yes.
So it's quite unique, and that happens always on the Friday. It's happening Friday the 27th this year, and then they've got like this open reception, and they can you can all go and chat to the tutor. So I mean, last year it was really, really busy. It was a really packed day. So I'm going to suggest, if you're interested in that, go and get your tickets right now at lilydaleassembly.com or .org, either one.
Now, most of the tickets, if they want to purchase them, that has to be done online.
Well, you
instead
can
of calling the office.
You can, yeah, online.
Because in years prior, you would have called the office, you would have made your arrangements directly with the Lily Dale Assembly office. But this year it's different.
We are
you
doing
go
things.
To the website, right?
Yeah, we started it last year, and we realised that 97% of the people were buying online. And so now go to the website, and you can actually purchase your tickets up until midnight the day before. So whereas before we had a 48-hour cut-off, now it's midnight the day before. So it actually helps us in the office with, smooth flow, and there's only one person in the office answering the phones, and then she's got everybody else going, I want this and I need this, and so there's a lot going on in the office. So to actually help her out, you can. But if you're here on site, then come into the office, and she'll absolutely help you. But otherwise, if you are on site, there are computers that we've set up in the obviously there's one in the library that someone can go
at the
and sign up.
Library.
And also at the Maplewood Hotel.
Okay.
So we've given people plenty of access to go and sign up if they fancy a workshop tomorrow. Hey, you know what? I'm just going to go and sign up for this. Or you can do it on your cell phone. I mean, we
a lot of
all
people
work
have smartphones now.
We all walk around with one of these, and so I just feel as though it's very open. But yes, and then we trialled it this year because we were going to put the prices up, and we thought, you know what, we don't want to put the prices up too much, but we're trying to encourage people to sign up online first, and then if they do sign up on the door, there is a surcharge, okay, because of all the administration that gets involved.
Well, hopefully that will cut down on any lines,
and that's what
just
we
be
plan.
a matter of, oh yes, you have a ticket,
Yeah,
boom, boom, boom.
Yeah. So we're trying to streamline things slowly. We've been living in the 1800s for so long. We're trying to streamline, and it's just a work in progress, really.
Yes, Lisa is pulling us, some of us, kicking and streaming.
I am. She was kicking and streaming. You weren't actually.
No, I wasn't.
I know.
I wasn't that bad.
You just need a bit of hand holding. That's all.
Yes.
Yeah, she wasn't kicking and screaming.
I wasn't. I was joking.
She probably was at home. No, I didn't see that.
No, you made it easy. You made it very easy. It was not tantrum worthy.
I try. Yeah, you didn't have a drama moment. You were fine. And actually, you'd be surprised at how easy technology is. I think you shocked yourself.
Yeah. Oh yes. But I tend to want to stay away from electronic devices, things like that. I'm sensitive to stuff like that. So
and now look at you with a cell phone.
I know. I think there's a part of me that's Amish. I want to go off grid.
You know what? I drive past the Amish house every day, and I go, "Oh, I would love to live like that."
But then you think, would I?
No, I don't think I could. I don't think I could.
So yes, Lisa is helping many of us to do that. If anybody does want to call in, we will take your call. It's 818-739-8818. Again, 818-739-8818. You can call and ask us about Lilydale, or talk about how excited you are about this particular summer season, or what brings you to Lilydale, what makes you want to take the pilgrimage here every year, if you come every year, or what's interesting to you and what's drawing you to Lilydale this particular summer season. So you're welcome to call in and share with us and ask Lisa some questions in that vein. So what's next on the...
Well, I was just going to jump on the back
schedule.
of that. It is a pilgrimage. A lot
Yeah.
of people come every year, and they come year in, year out for their own healing. The healing
Yes.
temple's a massive draw. And they just, even some of the most phenomenal teachers around the world, they come here, and we don't realise that they come in and
Because we let people fly under the radar.
Yeah,
here
you do.
It's good to fly under the radar.
Yeah, it's great.
And just have a relaxed time.
Yeah, I mean, John Holland was here last year, and he had a great time.
Mm-hmm.
He did his workshop, stayed with me, and he was like, "It's so easy here. It's so nice." I'm like, "Yeah, we just go about our own business, and we're not here to change your life, but we're here to help you change if you want to.
Yes.
We're here to help you. We're here to facilitate. But if you don't want to have any, life-changing experiences, you don't have to. You can just come and sit, and that's
Yes.
life-changing in itself. But
Yes.
it's quite
It
amazing.
does help people.
So we also have Darren Wiseman. Now, Darren Wiseman was just featured in Heal, a documentary.
Okay.
So, which was interesting. So he's actually doing the Lifeline technique. He's very well known for the Lifeline. He often does this, all right? Darren Wiseman does. And he does infinite love and gratitude, and it is all about healing. Colette Baron Reid was telling me at the weekend how he healed her of her plantar fasciitis.
Very nice.
And it's a very different, unique healing technique that he's going to do on a Friday night and all day Saturday. And he has thousands around the world doing this technique, which I feel is just such incredible. It just really does help you. It just says 7 steps for manifesting your mind medicine. Transforming anxiety, all of the stuff that we sometimes struggle with in life. Mm-hmm. It sort of takes a different spin on it, so it's quite fun actually. And then we get into Canadian weekend.
Aha, that's
So-
right. Every year we have Canadian weekend.
Yeah.
And that's why occasionally you'll see a sign out that says, "Welcome Canadians."
I know we do.
It's kind of funny. I always thought that was funny.
I find that funny since we're only like an hour away from
I know,
Canada.
like-
It's funny.
Like we have to welcome it, like this is the border crossing area
Yeah.
or something.
But I love it because a lot of the Canadians come from the British descent. So,
True. Very true.
they come in and they bring me all their English food. I'm so happy.
Treacle?
Yeah, well, oh God, treacle. Yeah, but they bring me like shortbread and they bring me all it's great. I love it. English chocolate as well.
Oh, there you go.
See. And so, I'm actually speaking that weekend.
Uh-huh.
I'm the season highlight. But,
You can see the sparkles coming off right now.
Oh, please.
The highlight.
But the night before, Sharon Klingler and I are actually doing a big charity event. Because we've got that whole week just before, we've got a workshop that has, it's basically a platform. So we're actually inviting people to come in and watch our students demonstrate in the auditorium.
There we go.
Because normally I would do that night, but I said, you know what, let the students have some practice. Let them do it. And we're donating all the proceeds to Lilydale. So that's something I'm very passionate about. And then on the Saturday, I'll be teaching a one-day workshop, which is basically about intuiting your heart and soul. So it's really connecting with who you are, because we all struggle with our pathway in life, and it's basically using your intuition to open yourself up into taking your own steps forward, rather than you know what it's like when people say, "I want to speak to my mum, but can she tell me what I should do in my life?" Instead of that, it's about choosing your own, really intuiting your own. And of course, I'll do readings that day as well, because it wouldn't be a workshop without doing readings. But so that's going on, and then we have Mavis Patilla.
The ohms.
She's the queen. The queen. And Mavis again is another instructor from England.
Yes.
She's been working on the circuit in England for many, many, many years.
Oodles.
I mean, I saw her years ago back in England. And she was at a church, and I didn't know who she was. And of course, when I came over here, everyone's like raving about Mavis. And then I was like, oh, okay, Mavis, I'm sure I saw her. And then I saw her and I was like, wow. And so she's actually working with one of our very own. She's working with Joe Shield.
Yes.
which is lovely. And she's working with Janet Nohavok as well. And they're doing an evening of demonstration, which is going to be August 10th. So mark your calendars. That's going to be evening. And it's called Two Nations, Three Mediums Uniting with Spirit, which I think is lovely. And then on the Saturday, she's going to do a whole day, which is acknowledging the knowledge and intelligence of spirit. So she'll, again, another great,
We missed having her last year, and
Yeah.
so it's great to have her back again this year.
she couldn't come last year.
Yes.
So, I feel like it's the English invading us in a little while.
I'm
Sorry, no. I, you know what's funny? I am English.
She's got connections.
I've got, I didn't bring these in. I didn't had anything to do with these. So, Tony Stockwell's my one, but no, the rest of them, I think Janet Nohavok had a lot to do with this.
Of course.
Yeah,
yes.
I think she's like this.
No,
it's not at all. But then we have Simon James and Brian Robinson coming. Again, these are two exceptional English mediums who are coming from Arthur Findlay College, who are going to be teaching Mediumship for Life, and that's the following weekend. So we all have season highlights in the following on weekends. And I'm trialling something this year, trialling it with Tony, trialling it as a midweek season highlight, because we want people in the week. But these guys are in August 17th to the 19th. And then we start our Native American week, because we're actually doing theme weeks this year, which we haven't done for a long time. So we're doing various different themes. So we're doing channeling mediumship around the world, healing week. We're doing divining week. So we're, people are coming in with various different forms of mediumship and, intuitive tools. And then we have our Native American week.
Yes.
Because we have to. And John,
because
we have to. I just love it. We do sweat lodges and everything else.
Yes, and I had Neil on a few weeks ago, and we talked about the Native American spirituality and in depth on sweat lodges. So if any of you are interested in knowing more about sweat lodges, that's a great past archive video of Wednesdays with Willa to take a look at from just a few weeks ago.
Yeah, it's fantastic. So John Two Hawks is coming, and he's actually doing a concert. And I'll tell you this, okay? So my boyfriend, all right, big army guy, big skeptic, okay? Big skeptic. Yeah, he lives here, he's open to it. He's like, he thinks we're all, whatever.
Probably a little kooky.
Well, that's him, but I was going to say
I don't know,
kooky.
I think we're pretty normal. But
You know what we are?
I think we are.
We just have this exceptional gift.
There we go.
Simple. So he, we live in Lilydale, and we live not far from the auditorium. And I have to tell you that we were walking the dogs on the night last year when John Two Hawks was doing his concert. And Chris stopped. And he went, I want to go and see that man. And I did this double take, and I went, are you kidding me? And he went, this is the only person I want to see.
There we go.
It was like my dad when I took him on a cruise, and he went, I want to go and see Wayne Dyer. I went, really? Because it's not their world.
Yeah.
But so that just shows how incredible John Two Hawks is. I mean, his energy, and he's actually a very funny guy. So he's doing a workshop in the morning on Saturday the 18th, and then he's also doing a concert in the evening. And I know it was packed last year. And the concert, I think it's only $25. So it's, come along. It's 2 hours. I mean, it's super, super fun. And then we have a whole week of all the native stuff and various different stuff from all around the world. And then we have Tony Stockwell. Again, another fabulous Tony Stockwell. If you've never met Tony, he had a TV show called Street Psychic years and years ago in England. I'll tell you a quick story about this. And I swear, I used to sit and watch Street Psychic at 6 o'clock at night, and I went, I just want to be like him. I just want to be like him. And little did I know that, and I was a medium at that point. I was kind of dabbling, and I went, I want to do what he does. And it was really, really fantastic. And now to think he's such a dear friend of mine.
There you go.
I mean, seriously. And he's so funny. so funny. He's got a dry English sense of humour, and he is the sort of guy he'll tell you straight, and he is such a lovely, lovely guy. Takes his work very, very seriously. So he's doing a platform at the Demonstrating Medium all week.
There we go.
So he's going to be helping people who want to get onto the platform, do some work, because he does a lot of work on platform. But he's also doing a Wednesday night midweek season highlight. So he'll be doing a demonstration of mediumship. So we thought we'd trial it this year.
Yeah.
Because...
And that will give actually some of the working registered mediums here an opportunity to go to some things.
That's
because
what we're
typically,
thinking.
we're busy. We're trying to help a lot of other people.
That's it, and that's what we're
it's
thinking.
kind of nice that we can take part in some of those things.
Yeah, it's important because obviously we have to think about you guys. I'm not a registered medium.
Thanks for thinking of us.
Yeah, so I sort of lay back and watch you guys work all week. I don't, because I do my own.
Yes.
But it's interesting. But because that's one of the things that the registered medium said. You have so many great workshops, but we can't go.
Yeah.
So it got me thinking, and I said, let's try something, midweek season highlights, because what then happens is we normally, I won't say we're quiet here, but sometimes we're not as busy in the weekend, and we want people to come.
Yeah, my weekend is in the middle of the week.
Yeah, and
It's the
that's
way
it.
it's always
That's
been.
it. And we want people to come here, so we figured that if we bring someone on Hump Day, on the Wednesday, that it would be really lovely that the registered mediums can go, but also, sometimes, you get nurses that do different shifts and sometimes have to work weekends.
This is very
so
true.
let's bring another highlight in the week. So next year we've got Andy Bing coming midweek.
Oh,
So we've also got Helen DeVita. We've got some really prominent speakers that are going to be coming midweek, because then what it will bring people who are really serious about their learning.
That's true.
And I think, and that's what we've discovered with the winter workshops, that people travel. So, but this year we're still sort of predominantly weekends.
Yes.
And then we've got Sharon Klingler and Sandy Taylor.
The twins.
The twins. The twins. Love these. And actually Sharon Klingler, shout out to her. She's done a lot of work on this. But they're coming, they always have towards the end of the season, which is Friday to Sunday, August 24th to the 26th. And they're going to be doing how to read the Akashic Records and get every answer you seek. So
Every answer.
I think I need to go to that workshop.
Well, there's a part of me that says it would be nice to have every answer, but then another part of me that enjoys the mystery of things.
Wouldn't it be
And
nice?
because as spiritualists we believe so strongly in free will, and it's more fun to not know certain things.
Well, you've got to you have to find your own way of navigating through life.
Yes.
And you never learn that way otherwise.
Right.
I say to my kids, they're like, well, can't you help me? I'm like, no, because actually...
Can't do their homework for them.
I'm not going
Spiritual.
to be there when you're 25 years old and having to do this again.
That's right.
And they're like, well, why not? I went, because I will want you to go.
We want you to learn to fly.
Fly. That's exactly right. Absolutely.
That's definitely a big part of it.
So then we have Michelle White Dove, who is coming back. She always does round robins, and these, I have to say, they're sold out. Sorry, everyone. They are sold out. Her round robins, we're only allowed 15 people, and they are fully booked. But she is also doing an evening with Michelle White Dove, so you can actually I think she's doing readings, she's doing a talk, some messages.
And so that still has tickets available.
And it still has tickets available. And she's also a resident as well. She has a house here. And then we have John White. We love John
Who
White.
has a Lilydale radio show
Yeah.
as well.
And is not related.
This is not related. And I used to tell people when they say, is John White your father? And I would say, no, he's Canadian. And that usually would, if I tried to explain anything else, if I just said that, it solved it all.
Yeah. Well, he is doing his fabulous Journey of Light, and he does this every year. It's the last weekend of the season. He finishes us off. And he's doing everything from working with spiritual masters to psychometry to lucid dreaming to energy medicine. So there's a lot in this.
It's a lot in there, and what's nice about it is I've always advocated that people find, of course, certain mentors that they really enjoy, and over time they learn from them. But then you need to have a variety of teachers. You need to really see how other people work, and it will help you fine-tune how you want to work. And it's very much an individual decision that you make. You look at someone at the stump or the temple or in a workshop, and you're constantly learning and going, yes, I want to work that way. And it's really a beautiful space that Lilydale provides for that particular kind of learning.
I think it's really important. I always say in fact, I actually said it at the weekend. I said, you're not going to resonate with every speaker.
That's right.
You're not going to resonate with everybody. So, and also, what they're talking about may not resonate with you.
That's right.
It may not fit right with your belief system, or your conscious mind just sort of might fight it, and your soul might fight it. But that's okay, because what you're going to do is you're going to take little bits from every speaker, every teacher, and then you can formulate your own concept in your own way. And I feel that in the past, previously, mediumship's been put in a little box. I feel, where now we're all starting to find our own little... I know in England, and I'm just talking very much in England, mediumship was in a box, and then I came to America, and it was like, I can come out of the box.
Just look at their hedges.
Yeah, I know, our hedges are in line, they're so in line.
You imagine that they have little special 90-degree angles.
You have no idea, my grandfather was like that. You have no idea, honestly. In fact, I went past my grandfather's house not long ago because I was back in England, and I looked at the hedges and I thought, oh God, he'll be turning in his grave right now. Because it was like a mess.
So, we are a bit more sprawling.
You're very open.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Although I will say this, I used to tease one of my neighbors who used to live here. He would vacuum his yard.
I love him. I love him.
So we do have those folks too.
Oh no, I love him. That's awesome.
Great? He's like, what's he doing? Oh, he's vacuuming the yard again.
Oh, that's fantastic. Oh my gosh, I love him. Yeah. But I think it's really important that you have a diversity. Yeah. And, we have everything. We have Children's Week as well.
Yes.
So Children's Week is always sort of like one of the last weeks of July, where we get inundated by children all over the place. And we have a fabulous program that Patricia Bell puts on. So that is excellent. We have a lot of fun fest. We have yoga. We have all of this stuff that goes on daily. We have morning meditations.
Exactly.
We have Qigong.
And so you do have a lot of opportunities for that. And a lot of the fundraisers that happen are to help build up the different organizations within Lilydale, and Lilydale is a nonprofit.
I was just about to say that.
So keep in mind that in order to run Lilydale, that's why they have to charge fees. That's why they have to do workshop fees and things like that to keep Lilydale going. There are a lot of old buildings here. Yeah. There's a lot to running a place this big, as you know.
We are a 501c3, and seriously, and I don't want to push for donations, but I'm going to.
Might as well.
It's we do. I actually donate, and listen, I donate once a month, and it's $10. That's all I do, and it comes out. I don't even notice it going, because most people will spend $10 on a coffee. Certainly in LA, where I come from.
$10 for coffee?
I know, you might as well have the whole pot.
We're in a different space here.
But $10, it changes everybody. It changes everything, because we have so many buildings that need work. We have and it takes a lot. We have a lot of staff, and we only earn off the gate fee and also the workshops and obviously the hotel.
And that's it.
And that has to keep us going. And we're in our 139th season.
Yes.
This is 139 years of history. And some of our buildings are old.
Oh, yeah. They're all over 100 years old for the most part.
Absolutely. So. And so it is going to get to a point where we are going to have to... our workshops are $50. I'm seriously, where can you get workshops for that price? This is like, seriously, $50 is like doing a workshop online and not having the face-to-face experience. Here you're having the face-to-face experience, and it's incredible. And I know that you have to journey here, but the whole journey, the whole vacation, taking time out for yourself is important. But we are in 501c3, and so we are totally donation. Everything, the board of directors work so hard, and again,
they're all volunteers. They don't get paid to do that.
Yeah. This, you know, I created this, so therefore there's a lot of people that donate. So in the gardens, there's a lot of people that donate. Doing the stump, we have the environmental committee. We have a lot of people are in and around Lilydale who donate so much time and effort, and also their own money as well,
right.
just to keep Lilydale going.
Absolutely.
And it's quite incredible, really.
So yes, come and support us this season, you know, here in Lilydale, but support yourself. Your spiritual self does need this kind of food.
It is. Yeah, and it's and also you've got the registered mediums. I know someone's just said if there's availability for me. I actually can't do readings on the grounds, by the way,
No,
people.
she's not registered.
No,
Sorry.
I'm not like that. Yeah, I can't. So I actually, just because I'm not a registered medium, and I am a medium, it doesn't mean I don't support the mediums. So many people say to me, who can I get a reading of? And I actually just take them to the back of the brochure. Look, back of the brochure.
Who do you feel drawn to?
And who do you feel drawn to?
Yes.
Okay, there are over 50 mediums here. We've got more testing this year. And seriously, who do you feel drawn to?
Yes.
And I'm about to
Use your own intuition.
Exactly. And I'm about to put together a map. We have a map in our brochure, but I'm about to put together a map where all the mediums are.
Oh.
So it will be given out at the gate, and you'll all have a star and we'll find out who's bilingual and who has wheelchair access and everything else, because it's been asked by the registered mediums, by the Mediums League, if we can have something like that. So I'm about to put that together. But go with who you're drawn to. But I'm just going to big up Willa here right now. Only because you are fabulous. You are a fantastic medium. But mediums and mediums here, you have to book, okay? There's none of this, let's come in and let's get a reading. That's great. But with the likes of Willa, all right, you're going to have to book.
Yes.
Plan ahead, people. Plan ahead.
Yes. People have been booking in for quite some time. So it's you want to book in advance. I rarely, if ever, will take a walk-in, and that's only if I have a cancellation. Yeah. My life has to run on a schedule. I have a family.
You have kids.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that's how my life is. And I very much learned early on to pace myself.
And it's boundaries.
Throughout, and the boundaries of that. So, yes, we highly recommend that you do that. And if you're wanting to come to Lilydale that day, you can see the people who are at the stump in the temple. They may or may not have available readings that day, though.
Yeah, that's right. You just don't know.
You just don't know.
And you're always going to get the reading by the person you're supposed to have the reading by. If spirit gravitates you, I know some people are like, oh, I don't know. But you've just got to trust, and you have to go with what your gut is saying. And if you don't get a reading, maybe you're not meant to get a reading.
Yes.
Maybe you're actually supposed to connect yourself. And I think people miss that because they feel that they can't communicate themselves. Actually, your loved ones want to communicate with you. I had a beautiful dream last night of my best friend, Elaine, who passed away, got to be 8 years ago. And honestly, I was like, I haven't had a dream in a long time. And I'm like, wow, she came to visit me.
Yeah.
So, spirit, yes, you want to come to the mediums, but you also have to embrace it yourself. Yes. And I feel that be open to what happens, because a lot of change can happen.
You know, so you can't come with the expectation that you'll necessarily get a reading unless you plan in advance. Yeah. And then the other thing is sometimes your message needs to come from within. And I do validate exactly what Lisa said about all of that, because it's very, very true to your experience. Although people spontaneously do get in the car and they say, day trip, Lilydale.
They do. Yeah, and that's again the beautiful thing, because we've got several message services that you never know if you're going to get a reading. We've got the stump. We've got 2 times at the stump, 1 o'clock and 5:30. We have Forest Temple. Then we also have the auditorium as well, where there's a medium. So there's actually 4 opportunities of possibly getting a message free. Yes. Free! Well, it's with a gate fee.
You have your gate fee to come in, but you get to do all of those things.
You get to do all of those things, and please bring insect repellent.
Oh, if you're going to the woods.
Insect
spray down. Yes. Unfortunately, it's true. It's very, very true. The woods, the bloodsuckers are out.
They're beautiful
known
woods.
As mosquitoes.
But they like to eat you.
Yes.
So, what I've started to use is essential oils.
Yes, those have been
Yeah,
very
so I've been
helpful.
I've just stocked up on my essential oils, and I've just literally just got my blend together. I've created a blend, and I'm like,
We're going to apply before
Yes.
she goes and heads into the woods.
I know, because you have to.
Oh, I'm glad you like my necklace. It's
Yeah.
a blue moonstone. For
Oh,
anybody who wants to
lovely.
know what that is, that's a blue moonstone.
And that's another thing. We have shops here as well.
That's
So
true,
we have
the
the
gift
Crystal
shops.
Cove, and we
Yes.
have the Bargain Shop, where they actually do jewellery like this. So
Yes.
come with your credit card.
That's right.
So I'm going to say, come with your credit card.
That's right. So I want to let people know we are going on hiatus for the summer for the radio shows. So I don't have a show next week. I have a family obligation next Wednesday. But then the following Wednesday, June 27th, I will have Tom Kratzley here. We're going to talk about spiritism versus spiritualism. Because the spiritists are coming and you want to know the difference and the similarities and really understand that more deeply so that you don't confuse the two. And then after that, like I said, July and August, no radio shows, although I will do a few Facebook Lives and posts and things like that. And then in September, we'll resume. So I think that pretty much covers it. Thank you so much.
Oh
for
my
coming
gosh,
on the
thank
show
you for
today.
having
It's
me.
great that
Yeah.
you were able to share about this. And if anybody knows enough about it, it's you.
I try, yeah. I'm very
Thank
well
you for
educated in
all
that.
that you do, Lisa.
Oh, you're
we really
welcome.
do
I love
appreciate it here
Yeah,
in Lilydale.
I love it.
Absolutely. And thanks everyone for tuning in today. Have a wonderful Wednesday. Goodbye.